We have a workout today planned using a household chair. So I thought this would be kind of fun to play with something that we all have. So if you even have no equipment at home, just a mat, that is all you need for today. So most of today is going to be standing. Yeah, we won't even be laying down on our mat, I don't think. Hopefully I haven't spoken too soon, so we'll see. I'll improvise as we go, but let's get going, okay? All right, you are going to come and face your chair. You want to bring your feet sit bones apart. If you hear a little kitten crying, it's because he lost his paper ball. All right, so you're going to inhale, lift your arms up overhead, biceps by your ears. Exhale, scoop and round over, softening your shoulders and bringing your hands onto the chair, just flat onto the tops of your chair. From here, I want you to press your hips back, reach your tailbone behind you and up towards the ceiling, and I want you to pull your chest forward, heart through your biceps, lift the level of your chest to be the same as the level of your hips behind you, extension of the spine. Big inhale, and then exhale, chin to chest, pull your tail through your legs, round your spine, lift your mid-ribs up. Inhale, come back into that extension. So just kind of working through a cat stretch here in the spine. And then exhale, scoop the belly underneath you, draw the ribs up and in and round. Inhale, extend, broaden your collarbones. Exhale, scoop and round. One more time. Inhale, extend. Good. And then as you come in with your exhale here, I want you to just find the neutral in between those two positions. So your tailbone and your pubic bone both are pulling out to the wall behind you. Heart is pulling forward. I want you to pull your hands just to the front of that chair. Let's keep your hands flat. Step your feet forward if you need to so that they're perfectly under your hips here and your spine is pulling out long in both directions. From here, you're going to extend your right leg back, point your toes. Toes are touching the floor for now. Right away, I want to make sure that you haven't listed to the left. So your right arm is going to have more pressure in it now than it did just a second ago because we're going to lift up that fourth peg on that right side. So from here, keeping that tail reaching behind you, lift the leg up in line with your torso, lower it down and tap, lift it up, lower, tap, lift up, lower, tap. Couple things to think about here to check in with your posture. You want to lower your scaps down towards your waistband and keep them also broad behind you at the same time that you keep the chest nice and broad in front of you. Lift and lower, lift and lower for 3 and 2. Hopefully you feel a stretch already in your standing leg. 1, lower it down. From here, you're going to open this leg out towards the side, but still behind you. You're going to lift it up and tap it back, crossing your body, lift up and tap out. So you're drawing a semicircle behind you without allowing your hips to go from left to right. So if you took your hands off of the chair and you put your hands on your hips, you don't have a hip hike as you go from side to side, yeah? So that tail and pubic bone are still pulling really long to the wall behind you. Go for 4 and 3. Keep that chest broad. Keep the ribs underneath you pulling in. For 2. 1 more. Good. Bring it up back in line with you and then pull it underneath you. Step it down. Let's lengthen your left leg back out. Point the toes. Find your posture. And lift and lower. Good. Really reach that leg far away from you. Good. Keeping the spine pulling long in both directions. As you pull that leg up, feel like you're pulling it from the fold of your glute up and back. And 3 and 2. Last one. Bring it down. Open it out to the side, still behind you. Lift up, cross the body, tap down. Lift up, cross, tap. There you go. So check in with your hips. Make sure that they're not pulling up and down or side to side. Really keep lengthening out through your right sit bone back behind you, as if you want to stick your butt back against the wall behind you. Yeah? Good. I don't know where we're at in counting here. Let's go 4, up and around, 3, keep that chest broad. Don't start to close in on yourself, 2, and last one. Lift it back up in line with you. Pull it down underneath your hip. Good job. Stretch the hips back. Reach the arms forward. Walk your hands forward on the chair. Broaden the chest underneath you as if you were doing almost a down dog type of position if your hands were on the mat. So really lifting your hips back up behind you. Good. From here, you're going to round the spine up and forward. Bring your hands to either side of the seat of the chair, and you're going to step your feet back one after the other to come into a plank position. Let's bring your legs together here, and we're just going to open the legs out, walk them in, out, walk it in. So here I positioned the 2 front feet of my chair on my mat to kind of help it from not slipping away from me on the hard floor. Good. Keep your hips in line with your shoulders, so don't drop them down. Keep going. Out, in, out, in. Let's go one more. Out, in. Squeeze your legs together here. We're going to lower down, bending the elbows, and lift. Lower and lift. Draw those ribs in front of you together. Use your core to help you push back up. Elbows narrow towards your rib cage as you bend. Let's go for 3, 2, 1 more. Hold it. If you're slipping, just readjust your grip. All right, from here, right knee to right elbow, step it back. Left knee, left elbow, step it back. Right knee, left elbow, step it back. Left knee, right elbow, step it back. Right to right, left to left. Right to left, left to right. So you can think out, cross under, side, side, cross under, side, side, cross under. Keep pulling those abs up and in, cross and cross, side, side, cross, cross. One more, side, side, cross, cross. Hold it here. Ready? 3 more times. Pump it down, elbows to your sides, and lift. Down and lift. Down and lift. Pike your hips back. Walk your feet under your hips if you need to. If you're stretched too far out here, flat hands on top of your chair. And kind of air out your hands a little bit there if they were slipping. And we're going to go right back into that plank. Inhale here. Exhale. Round your spine. Bring it forward. Find that plank. Hands underneath your shoulders. Step your feet back if you need to. From here, point your right toes. Lift the leg up and down. Up, down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're not done with that side. Bring it out, back in line with you. Out, back in line. You can touch the floor as you bring it out, but lift it up as you reach it back in line with you. Out, in line. 5 and 4, 3 and 2. Last one. Bring that foot down. Left leg reaches up and down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Readjust if you're slipping. I am just a bit. Reach it out, back in line. Out, in line. 8, 7, broaden your chest, pull your heart forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Step it down, pike your hips back, walk your feet underneath your hips, flat hands onto the top of your chair here. Reach your spine long forward and back at the same time. Big inhale. And with an exhale, let your hands drop down towards the floor, and let's just roll it up, one vertebra at a time. Shoulders over hips, head's the last one to come up. Good job. Okay. Next, you're going to face forward. So come to seated on your chair. We're not going to hang out there just for a second to get us into position. Okay, so from here, your hands are going to go on the sides of your chair, fingers facing out. You're going to step your feet forward, not all the way forward that the legs are straight. Yeah, you've got to bend in your knees here. And we're going to tricep dip down, lift it up, down, lift it up. The most important thing to think about here, I think, is that when you're dipping down, your shoulders shouldn't be sliding up towards your ears. So this is challenging. Think of sending your elbows back. That gives a little more space for the shoulders, and continue to broaden the fronts of your shoulders. So that will help to not let you kind of hike the shoulders up towards the ears. All right, reach your right leg out long in front of you. You're gonna dip down, lift, and kick the leg up. Ready, leg goes down as you dip, lift up, down, lift, down, lift. 4 more. 3, 2, 1 more. Bend that knee. All right. Sit it back for a second. If I need a break, I'm going to give you guys a break. I'm going to be honest. We're doing this together here. So that was a lot of dips. Here we go. We're going to go back in it for that left leg. Okay? Walk your feet out. Here you go. Lengthen the left leg long. You dip down first, lift up and kick. Dip, lift and kick. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Bend it in, sit it back. Good. Shake it out a second. We're going to go back into like a front plank position. So we worked those triceps. They fatigue really quickly, okay? All right, here we go. Hands back on your chair, fingers facing out. Walk your feet out so you're in a front plank position here. From here, I want you to squeeze your glutes, press your hips forward and up, lift and expand your chest and look up to the ceiling. And now you're going to lower the hips and go ahead and dip down a little bit. Let's do it like that. So straighten the arms, press the hips forward, expand the chest, look up, lower the hips, dip it down, press and lift, lower dip. 3 more, press and lift, lower dip. Stay with me, you guys. Press and lift, lower dip. Maybe my triceps are weaker than yours. Press and lift, sorry about that. And dip. Last one, press and lift. And walk it back in. And sit it on the chair. Good heavens. All right. So from here, let's go into a side plank. Yeah? Go ahead and stand it up. You're going to face forward and bring your left hand, or if it's your right, let's say left hand altogether, yeah? Left hand on the chair, fingers facing out. You're going to bring left foot, the knife edge of your foot onto the mat, and then extend your right arm up. From here, we're going to lift and lower. Let's point up, flex down. Point and flex. Up, down. Good. That's it. Here we go. 3, flex. 2, flex. 1, flex. Hold it here. Slide the foot up to the knee. Extend, lower down. Slide, extend, lower. Slide, extend, lower, reverse. Lift, bend, slide down. Lift, bend, slide, lift, bend, slide, step it in, and then lift up. Okay, turn around to the next side. Your fingers are facing away from you. Get the outside edge of your foot against the mat. Extend the left leg. Point and flex. Point, flex. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let's slide it up, extend, lower. Slide, extend, lower. Slide, extend, lower. Lift, bend, and slide. Lift, bend, and slide. Lift, bend, and slide. Step it in and come up to standing. Whew. My legs do not lift up very far. Hopefully yours lift higher than mine do. Okay, so from here, we've done facing forward, facing front, and side. We're gonna finish with some lunges. So turn to have your chair behind you. So I had to think about that for a second. Kind of into the improvising mode today. Okay, so you really know that you're doing this with me, and I'm making it up as I go. Okay, so you want to make sure your feet are lined up with your sit bones here. Top of your foot is back on top of the chair. And from here, I'm trying to see if I'm far forward enough with my right foot. We're going to lunge it down, lift up, bend down, and lift. I like to keep my hands on my hips. It just helps me take stock of whether my hips are staying level in space. That's important. Keeping the alignment of your pelvis. Good. And same thing, when you think of the knee that's bending forward, make sure it's tracking over your second and third toe. So not going in or out. I don't know what number we're on, you guys. Let's put toes up. Try your toes on the chair. The front of my foot was kind of hurting a little bit. Hold it down. Pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up and step it forward with that left foot so that you can step back right away. Whoa, missed the chair with my right foot. I'm doing good today. Okay, so I'm gonna put my toes up on that chair behind me just because mine was hurting the top of my foot. Lunge it down, lift up. If you are standing on a mat, there is less stability because of the squishiness of that material. If you need more stability for the knee or ankle, stand onto the floor directly. Lose the mat, yeah? Down, lift up. As I go down, I'm trying to push my right glute forward. So I'm getting more stretch into the front of that right hip flexor. Where are we? for 3 and 2. Hold it for 1, pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, abs in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it up, step forward, bring your feet together, lift your arms up overhead. Big inhale here, exhale, dive up and over, relax the shoulders, let the arms dangle down, gaze in between your calves here. Take a big inhale into your upper back. With an exhale, slowly roll it up as you ground down through the feet. Engage the glutes, wrap the legs in the back together. Arms are heavy, head is heavy. Last thing to come up. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead, palms face forward, shoulders slide down. And exhale, let your arms just drop down to your sides. Good job, you guys. Thanks for joining me. I hope it was fun. Just a quick little sequence around dancing around the chair that you have in the house. And I'm going to do a sequel to this that will be a bit down more on the floor, still using the chair, and the next level up. So I hope you enjoyed it. Have a fantastic day. And once again, thanks for joining me. If you guys liked this video and you want to see more, I invite you to come to my website at goneadventuringpilates.com and register for free. The link is in the description of this video. Join me for more adventures and let's have fun moving together.